I was just mindlessly scrolling through my phone one evening when something caught my eye. It was a family group chat, one I had never seen before. The name of the chat made my stomach drop into a cold, hard knot. Operation Divorce Destroy Bob. Bob. That's me. My life, my marriage, my home, all condensed into a cruel three-word mission statement. At first I actually laughed. It had to be a joke, right? Maybe she was just being dramatic again, venting to her family. But as I scrolled up reading the messages, the laughter died in my throat. This wasn't a joke. It was a full-blown conspiracy. They had plans, tactics, and even rehearsed stories to tell our friends. They were twisting evidence, figuring out which people to manipulate. Every message, every laughing emoji, every shared screenshot was a tiny, sharp betrayal. She had been planning this for months, maybe even years. And somehow, my own family, the people I trusted, were in on it. I just sat there on the couch, the phone feeling heavy in my hand, staring at the screen. The life I thought I had was a complete illusion. My first instinct wasn't to explode. The anger was there, but it was a quiet, simmering heat beneath the surface. I needed clarity, not revenge, not yet, anyway. So I started documenting everything. I took screenshots of every single message. I noted the dates, the times, and who said what. I cataloged every move she had planned, every lie she intended to tell. I was determined not to get caught in her carefully crafted narrative. I refused to be the villain in her story. This was my life, and I was going to fight for the truth. The next step was to talk to a lawyer quietly. I didn't want to tip her off. We met in secret and planned our own strategy. We got the divorce papers ready, organized all the evidence, and prepared to present the unvarnished truth. I never confronted her. I didn't yell or accuse her of anything. I just let her continue with her little operation, letting her believe she was in complete control, that she was 10 steps ahead. But she was blind to one crucial fact. I wasn't the same person she thought she was manipulating. The shock had forged something new in me, something stronger and more patient. When the time was right, I was the one who filed the papers. I didn't need a dramatic showdown. I just let the facts do the talking. As you can imagine, our friends and family were shocked. Some immediately tried to take sides, rushing to her defense. But the screenshots, the messages, the timelines, they were undeniable. Her elaborate story crumbled under the weight of her own words. There was no argument against cold, hard proof. She had built a house of cards, and all it took was a single breath of truth to bring it all down. Months later, I found myself standing in my garage. I had my tools in my hands, the low rumble of a car engine filling the quiet space. I was focused, I was free. I realized I didn't need to destroy her. I didn't need to humiliate her or get some kind of grand revenge. I just needed to reclaim my life. And in doing that, I learned a powerful lesson. The people who plot against you often end up revealing their own true character. Sometimes, the smartest move isn't to fight fire with fire, but to let truth and patience do the heavy lifting for you. By the time she finally left town, probably still smiling to herself about a victory that never came, I was already rebuilding. I was strong, I was calm, and I was free. And for the first time in a very long time, my future belonged entirely to me and no one else. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever been through something similar, know that you're not alone and you have the strength to rebuild. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about resilience and finding your way back to yourself.